Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of those videos where I talk about updates on Dwarf Fortress coming from Toady1 and KitFox. Dwarf Fortress version 51.01 beta 15 is up, and there's a new menu now in the game. Let's talk about it. So first off, it feels like it's been a really long time since I've done that opening spiel and I had to re-record it 4 times because I kept stumbling over my words. It's been a minute, but we're back, KitFox writes. It's been a few weeks since we've updated, so here we are with some progress. For context, Tarn is figuring out the details of a fairly major life change right now, and he's moving to a new country. But the worst of the documentation is behind him, and adventure mode is humming along. Now I'm suddenly very curious if Tarn is moving to Canada and I'm going to be neighbors with him. The new menu that was added is the abilities menu. This allows you to do things like summon the undead as a necromancer, or curl up in your shell if you happen to be a echidna or armadillo person. Various other animal peoples have strange little abilities as well, and if you find yourself somehow magically as an intelligent undead, you can now use your intelligent undead powers. But let's read the exact patch notes where they say, the abilities menu, raise the dead if you learn the secrets, pet animals, spit, breathe fire, and use other special powers in mods or as an arena-controlled creature or undead. It's also worth noting that 1, this is one of the most important menus for modding, and 2, not everybody can spit. Only creatures that produce saliva can spit. So if you're a crab man, sorry, can't spit. The next one is just kind of a quality of life thing, which is left click to move to distant tiles. So essentially, previously, if you would click, you would move one tile in that direction. Now the character will actually move to that tile. If there is combat happening, you can just cancel the movement option when the little buttons pop up. It's actually pretty convenient, and I quite like the way it worked, and I didn't even notice it initially when I was messing around with it. But it's a very subtle, convenient, nice change. The next one is interaction given syndromes. Tracking and timing are improved, which I assume would be the speed at which you develop poisoning or infections and stuff like that, basically making the game run smoother. And then NPCs should run and sleep again, which is really nice, so I won't just sit around and wait for, people to go sleep when I want them to sleep so that I can steal their stuff. Now the next one here is a little bit odd, but cool. In a way. RimWorld and Dwarf Fortress are teaming up, so if for some reason you don't own RimWorld and you do own Dwarf Fortress, you can get it at a slight discount, and if you own RimWorld and you don't own Dwarf Fortress, vice versa. This is an interesting one to me, and I wonder how much of an effect it's going to have on either game, because I feel like the people that are interested in the other probably already own them both, but better late than never, I suppose. Still a neat little thing to have regardless. They do also state that they're looking for ideas for fun to have in adventure mode, and they tagged a Reddit thread where you can find a bunch of possible things that you can do just as, fun interactions. My favorite one is the person who recommended being a terrible bard and then just getting attacked every time you walk into a town and perform a song. I did also ping Putnam to ask if there's anything else behind the scenes going on in adventure mode, and their response was interactions, mostly. So there's definitely some under the hood stuff. I also noticed, since I'm playing on Linux, if I want to play adventure mode, I still have to jump into compatibility mode and use the Windows version, which is fine because saves are compatible, but it's an extra couple of clicks, as the Linux version appears to still be rather crashy. But all in all, it's a rather small patch, although albeit an important one. I'm really hoping that the next one is the butchering menu, because then I can really dive back in and start playing some adventure mode again. For right now, I think I might do a adventurer or 2 over the next week, but it's probably going to continue to stay on the back seat until we have butchering and crafting, as those are the 2 main things that I'm waiting for. To those of you who play adventure mode, is there a particular feature or thing that you are waiting on to dive back in? Or is it playable for you at this point? Or are you simply waiting for it to move into the main branch? I'd love to know your thoughts and your current take on the state of adventure mode. I also hope that Tarn's move goes smoothly. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you would like to get a weekly update on me and the things that I've done on this YouTube channel and the streams I've done over the past week, you can subscribe to my newsletter, which is the thing that I'm going to be promoting at the end of this now. I'm going to kind of put the patrons on the back burner for a little bit and just remind everybody, hey, subscribe to my newsletter. Links down in the description. Eventually, it's going to become a Patreon alternative. So let's build this thing and make it something that I own that isn't connected to some large shareholder-driven corporation. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.